Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking Faith, the devotional where we spend a little bit of time just reflecting through the word of Scripture together. Now, just before I read some Scripture to you, I would encourage you to find yourself a little bit of space within your house that's calm and quiet. Get yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and just relax as we continue talking faith together.
And let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching.
Now, one of the great things about church is the fact that it encompasses so much of our lives. There's so many different aspects of church life that we can all get behind and be part of. Now, if I was to say what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of church, I think every person that watches this video probably would give a bit of a different answer. Some people might say the wonderful building we're blessed to have. Others might say the weekly preaches that Alan gives us, or the communal worship we have as a whole on a Sunday. Or others could say the tea and coffee we have afterwards, or indeed any of the ministries that we have as part of our church here at Kilman. There's so many different things that could come up to be something that stands out the most to you when you think of the word church. But as I was preparing for this, I was actually starting to think to myself, well, what stands out to me most? And I was reflecting over my many years in church and realising actually the thing that stands out to me more than anything else is actually the times where I've been encouraged in my faith. Now, for me personally, that happens more than anything in a one-on-one situation when me and the other person are talking about faith. There's a couple of times I can even think of, just off the top of my head, where simple conversations have really encouraged me in the direction I want to go within my faith, within my walk with God. I think I can think of one more clearly than any other right now, and it was actually just a little bit of time, me and a former elder of mine from a church that I used to go to, were just at a wedding and got chatting. We were talking about life, we were talking about various different things, and the future came up. At this point, I was just at the end of my first year or maybe second year at college, and I didn't know the next step. What was going to happen next? Should I continue in my education and look for a youth work career, or should I finish up my time at my Bible college and potentially go back into regular work and try find a route in that I can go on for the rest of my life? And I didn't really know what to do. And I remember spending time, maybe about half an hour, 40 minutes, it could have been, I don't know how long we were there, but we were just talking through our faith, and suddenly as he realised I wasn't going through a great time, he just encouraged me. He encouraged me, and he encouraged me to walk on the path of continuing Bible college and seeing where that would lead, which has led me here, so I'm thankful. But that's something that's so important for us as Christians, to find opportunities where we can encourage others to love one another, to love God, but also to go out and to seek to do good deeds in our life so that others can see the greatness of our God and realise, wow, this isn't just a faith, this is something more than that. God is actively living in their lives. I found that any time I've been encouraged to go and do that has been through these one-on-one personal conversations. So one thing I would encourage you to do is to seek more opportunities to spend with our brothers and sisters in faith and to encourage them. You see, this passage is talking about the church as a whole. We are called to encourage one another on towards love and good deeds. Now, I just think how strong a community we'd have here at Kilman if that was something that was central to our thoughts day in and day out. How can I encourage this person towards love and good deeds just by the time we spend together today? I wonder if you even realise the amount of times within your life that just through having a conversation with someone, you have done that very thing for them. You've made an impact on their life and pushed them forward in their faith. That encourages me daily as I think about it within my own personal walk with God. And I wonder how many more of these opportunities are ahead for God to encourage us through others and for God to encourage others through us. Hopefully, that's something that can encourage you as you continue on your walk with God and seek opportunities to be a blessing to others as you call them to love God, to love others, and to good deeds. Hopefully this video has been a blessing to you today.